Well, it's the 18th of March. It's 18th is the date of my birthday, June the 18th, 1938. And I decided that since I love people so much, that I should have a Zoom call on the 18th of every month. And today, my friend Alejandro was the only person who signed up. And then my friend Robert, he came on the call, and we had half an hour of just three guys talking. And not about easy stuff, like about heavy crap. And it just made me feel so good because, we help one another. And my friend, I think it was Phil, who's a shrink, and he told me about addictions. He told me about this experiment where they took lab rats and they got them addicted to cocaine. And these lab rats would keep hitting on cocaine until they died. So they took some cocaine-addicted lab rats, and they put them into a big space, lots of room, lots of other rats, lots of stuff to eat, sometimes none. And they gave them things to do. They gave them, stuff to make tools out of, because rats do that. And guess what happened? The rats who were addicted to cocaine wouldn't use it very much. They'd go and they'd bang, bang, and they'd have a couple of cocaine experiences. And then they would go back and they would be with their tribe. And, I remember a guy called Gabor Mate up in Canada, a doctor who was very, very wonderful man. And he noticed that when the soldiers were coming back from Vietnam, most of them were addicted to something, some substance or another, or would be addicted to, kind of high impact sex and stuff like that. But when they got back to their tribe, the addiction stopped. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? Then I was talking to my friend Laura yesterday, and we were talking about trauma. And I started talking about all my traumas and how I used to try to push them away. And I would catch myself doing something, and I would realize, this is recreating part of the trauma here. And then I realized yesterday that a trauma is just something bad that happened, but we didn't really finish feeling it. We didn't finish letting all the emotions about it out because we were too scared or it wasn't safe. I mean, who knows? And I can remember being beaten up. I used to get beaten up a lot because I was such a weird kid. Now I'm just a weird adult. And those things just plagued me. And using a lot of skills from a lot of people and a lot of love, a lot of experiences where I got to relive my traumas and to feel just all the yucky feelings. I mean, I think of some of them, my stomach still churns, so I know that I've got some more feeling to feel. And I was able to feel these feelings in a safe place with safe people who were not going to judge me that I was freaking out. And it really taught me when there's a trauma, you got to let the feelings out. And so I was involved in a terrible car crash, and the woman who I hit was lying on the road with pieces of her wheelchair splattered all over the place. And she was still alive then. And I went running out to her, and I comforted her, and my one of my spirit guides, whose name was Viktor Frankl, he came and he started saying to me, May some good come of this. May some good come of this. And then when the police arrived, they had me go and sit over on a curb. And when I sat down, my other spirit guide healers, they said, let it out, feel the feelings. And I went nuts. I was tearing my hair, I was biting myself, I was jumping up and down. And Officer Fensky, who was the first police officer to arrive, he looked over at me, he said, God, this guy's hopped up on some drug or another, he's drunk. And then another spirit guide would come in and would say, you got to phone Janelle. Let her know where you are. And so all of a sudden, I stopped all the feeling and made the call. Hi, Janelle, I'm here. Please come and help me. And then back to being crazy. And Officer Fensky, took me down to the police station and he gave me blood tests and breathalyzer tests and everything. And I said, I must have looked crazy because that's how much trauma I was discharging the feelings. And that whole experience and this wonderful woman, Julie, dying, I don't want that memory to go away. I want to remember that all of the details of that. And some days I look at photographs of the car and all the wheelchair. I don't have a photograph of her lying in the road crying for her father. But that memory helps me be human and compassionate and self-compassionate. But I've done a lot of work with a lot of therapists, a lot of different practices to get rid of that charge around the trauma. Not getting rid of the trauma, that'll never unhappen. It's part of who I am now. But the fear and the anxiety and the anger and all the emotions, they're clear, and sometimes they even come back. And I say, oh, we got some more cleaning to do. So I hope this video has been useful to you. When I turned it on, I didn't know what I was going to talk about. But I hope these 7 or 8 minutes. And I just want to say that I hope you find somebody like the people I have found that have come around that are helping me with all the technical stuff I don't understand, to try to get all my experiences for you to use or somebody to use. And I hope you get to do the same thing. Because I believe that we have the tools right now to make everything easier, more harmonious, where everybody's got enough, where we're not alone, where we're able to feel the feelings that we're ashamed of. So many people are ashamed that they suffer. Everybody suffers. If you're alive, you suffer. But hopefully these little videos will, may some good come of them, and yours too, however you get out into the world to help life. Okay, bye.